Good morning, good morning. How we doing today? We having a blessed one. Look, man, I got my green smoothie. It's the first thing I put in my stomach. Before food, before anything. So, and the mixture is cucumbers, cilantro, ginger root, turmeric root, green apples, and I want to say that's it. Yep. And tastes like cucumber. Smell like cucumber. I hate cucumber, but hey, it ain't about what we like, man. It's about what it does for our body. So, hope you're having a great day. Got a few things to do today with my days off. And it's good, man. Life is beautiful. I don't got too much to talk about. Just showing gratitude. Just showing gratitude and I don't know, small things. Small things is something that we often look over. And sometimes we have to slow down to refocus on the small things because we get going in our lives. We get going, and we forget to just sit and just wait and just hear the birds chirp and hear the wind just go across our ears and feel it on our nose. And when we start to forget the small things, that's when life gets, I would say, overcomplicated or stressful, you know? Because life really isn't about the big things, it's about the small things, you know? We make it about the big things. We make it about our job. We make it about making $1 million. We make it about wealth. We make it about that type of stuff, you know? But the small things are free, you know? The best things in life are free. Salvation is free. Peace is free. Joy is free. Love is free. You can choose to do all those things without no money, no coins, no sacrifices, you know? So that's what, you know, sometimes I gotta just sit and just chill because I work 140-hour weeks and I'm in the gym, I read, I pray, but sometimes I just don't sit and think, you know, sit and just relax. And when I'm on my days off, I do, you know what I mean? I sit here, I sleep, get my sleep, get caught up on my sleep, hit the gym, I go live, I go do my IV therapy, you know, I get hydrated, everything I need, you know, but when I'm out there in the field, it's, you know, I stay safe and I push, you know, so, you know, so the small things, if you guys are stressing out, you find yourself overthinking sometimes, just sit down and refocus on the small things, your life itself, just your health, your family's health. All those things can be taken for granted easy, so, and that's my advice, so. The smoothie not too bad though. Smoothie not too bad. You can taste that cilantro for sure. Cilantro in there. Ginger, not too much ginger, so. But I want to read y'all some. I read this before. It's my favorite, I would say my top 5 favorite passages in the Bible. Matthew 14, 22nd verse. And straightway Jesus constrained his disciples to get into a ship to go before him into the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone, but the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the 4th watch of the night, Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, It is a spirit. And they cried out for fear. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if be thou, bid me to come into thee on the water. And he said, come. And when Peter would come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid and beginning to sink. He cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore thou doubt? And when they came into the ship, the wind ceased. Then they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, of a true thou art the Son of God. Man, that right there, man. So at 14, Matthew 14, 22nd, 14 chapter 22nd verse. Hey, you know, in our life, man, we take risks, we take chances, you know. And sometimes we get weary. And that could be bills, that could be, you know, your child could be sick or anything. And those were the waves that Peter saw. Now, his was physical waves, his was water, his was, well, can you imagine stepping out on a boat, you know, going off of faith, and then you actually get out there. First, you didn't even know you can walk on water, you know, but you walking on water, and then you get out there, you see these monstrous waves. And our mind, our human spirit, our flesh want to automatically go to fear. Automatically, like that's just the way we are built. That's the way we are wired. You know, even in life, you know, we see something. If we see a snake, our body just takes over with fear. You know, if you're not a fear of snakes, if you have a fear of snakes or spiders or whatever. But in this case, it was the storm, the waves that Peter saw in the water. But guess what, though? As soon as he started to sink, as soon as we start paying attention to the things that's around us, we start to sink. We start to take our eyes off Jesus. And that's when we start to sink, you know. But Jesus' grace, his mercy, he leans that hand, picks us back up, put us back on the water. Man, it's crazy. That book right there is like one of the top, definitely the top 5 for me, because it speaks volume, you know. It speaks our life today. It speaks, and it can be tough. It can be tough. It can be real tough not to look at the waves sometimes. But God don't give us a spirit of fear. He don't give us a spirit of fear. So if you know God didn't give it to you, you know who did. It's Satan. So yeah, man. Beautiful, beautiful. That's a beautiful passage. Beautiful passage. And it means a lot to me because it resets me. It resets me. As long as you stay where you need to be, stay pure as you can. Now, I'm not saying you're not gonna fall, make mistakes, sin, but as long as your heart is with, you know, trying to be better, trying to do better, man, His grace. But enough of that. Another thing, man, this coffee, black coffee, the power of black coffee. Black coffee speeds your metabolism up, you know, so you are you do get hungry, that's what metabolism is, but you burn fat, you know, it heats your core up and you burn more. Even when I usually try to take it in before I exercise to burn a little bit more, but I take it to suppress my appetite. And that's another benefit as well. If you're trying to lose weight, take it down a little bit. Coffee is your best friend because There's no calories. And I'm talking about just black coffee. I'm not talking about creamer and sugar and all that stuff. And honey and none of that, just black coffee. And it can suppress your appetite. So I drink about 3 of these a day. I drink 1 in the morning. I probably drink 2 and 1 in the evening. But coffee is your best friend if you want to lose weight. If you want to get veiny, because it opens your blood vessels too. So you want to be veiny, lean, shed some weight, suppress your appetite. Coffee is your best friend. This is what I drink in the field. This is what I drink in the field when I don't want to eat. Before I work out, I drink coffee. When my fasting window closed, I drink coffee the rest of the night. So about, I would say 10. So after I eat, my window closed at 10, 9, 10. I drink coffee probably around midnight. Midnight, take some down, so I'll be good. Probably take another one down around 2 a.m. And then that'd be it. And one thing about that, when you go to sleep, you fasting all the way through your sleep too. So you burning, bro, you burning. Then you get up, you exercise, then you eat. So that was a process. That was a process, so I hope y'all doing good. I just wanted to talk on a few things, which was continue to, if you find yourself lost or can't reset or worried or overthinking, make sure that you go back to the basics, which is the small things, the power of the small things. And then, of course, the book of Matthew, you highlighted about, Peter, his disciples in that boat. And they was afraid, but Jesus said, "Be not afraid, it is I." So that third thing we talked about was power of coffee. Power of coffee, man. I usually drink coffee, but I still don't drink it the way normal people drink it. I drink it black. But like I said, if you want to shed, you want to lose, you want to suppress your appetite, coffee, black coffee is the way to go. So, hope you have a great day. Hope you all continue to get your health straight, get your wealth straight. We all need that, man. Definitely that. See, and I didn't figure this out until 2025. Like, you chase everything. Everything is going good. Everything's going good. You neglect your health. But nothing is good when your health is down. That's all you think about is your health. Like, you can chase the buddy. You can chase your kids around. You can chase your job. And while we chasing that stuff, our health is not on our mind. We take it for granted. I say it like that. We take it for granted. Oh man, just take it for granted. But as soon as our health go down, that's the only thing we think about. We don't think about kids. We don't think about the gym. We don't think about money, our job. We don't think about that. Only things on our mind when our health is not where it's supposed to be is our health. That's the only thing we think about, and that's crazy. It's crazy. So that just goes to show that health is over money. Health is over wealth. Health is over everything. That's crazy. And I just figured it out this year though. I'm not gonna front. I just started juicing this year. I was juicing in was I juicing in 24? Yeah, I think I juiced in the last quarter of 24. And but I've been like juicing consistently in 25. So just watching what I eat, which I always have done, but like really just taking it into consideration. Drinking all the stuff that lowers inflammation and open up your blood vessels and stuff like that. So anyway, hope y'all have a great day. Hope y'all being better. But that's what it's all about. If you find yourself in the same spot as you was 3 years ago, you got to redo your plan. Not even 3 years ago. I'm talking about 6 months ago. If you're not like measuring yourself every 3 to 6 months, revamp your plan, because you should be saving at least $100 or something to see something increasing, you know. That's how I measure myself sometimes, you know. Money-wise, weight-wise, how I look in the mirror, even in the spiritual realm, you know. Shoot, can I shut my mouth? Is this another test, you know? That's how I do it, man. You got to keep measuring yourself. You got to keep getting better. I mean, I'm not saying don't enjoy the moment, but don't stay too long, because that target is on your back. So keep grinding, keep going, keep pushing. A lot of people say, oh man, you need to just chill sometimes. You're right though, you do need to chill sometimes. You do need to relax, take in consideration what you can accomplish and be satisfied, but don't be content, because that's when we get complacent, and that's when we die, for real. People that give up on their dreams die 2 times. People that say no to their dreams and goals, they die twice, because we'll never know who that person could truly be. And then of course, you die in the grave as well. When you stop breathing, you die. But so many, they said the graveyard is the richest place on earth, because there is where people die with dreams and hopes and stuff that could have changed this world. But they died with it though, because they didn't push it, they didn't take the risk. So be a risk taker. I'm not saying go out there running the street, and I'm not saying that type of risk, but take calculated risk. If that thing right there can cash flow, possibly, potentially, buy it. I mean, what else you gonna do with your money? Bank account, can't save that bank account, because guess what? The banks send it out. They go buy real estate with it. So if that thing can cash flow, you do the same thing the banks do. Go buy it, borrow the money from the banks, go buy it. Anyway, hope y'all be good, man. Be blessed and not stressed. Peace.